football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Got it. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25. They pick up a 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's King. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. You try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, and now you take a sack, and now you have to punt.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. He lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point splits the upright. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Gets the first himself. Busts through behind his pad. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 10 over Washington. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pucks it out of the air. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense. They'll start this drive from the 42.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Past the first down marker and still running. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see they try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Temple. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there. To get the completion, he turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Here's the handoff.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Nice work along that left side to get the catch and stay in bounds.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Temple. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cougars are on the move. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
Base, 27, John.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick release by the QB. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. The Cuse is in the house. Syracuse is pouring it on right now with an offensive performance we haven't seen since some of the legendary 44s. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Sails one into the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go.
He's got it on the right. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Houston going up tempo.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Leaves it with the back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Leaves it with the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Charcoal.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Got enough space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They take the lead with the 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Got his man. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The RPO, it's complete. And he's still running after the move. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Fritz. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Complete in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's got him. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And Sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Temple. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll go to the ground. Done enough for the 1st down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down mark.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up. All by himself down the middle. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, SMU. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Buying some time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna let it fly. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 10 over Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're working that left side. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Houston wants to play fast. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.